Good Friday morning. Looks like it's going to be a nice day out. Friday morning light traffic. It's a good thing because I got started late today. Actually woke up on time, got a decent night's sleep, which surprised me because I had to deal with a fairly unsettling email before bed, but beside the point. Got a decent night's sleep. And woke up this morning and found some comments on some Facebook posts from an old buddy of mine. And I usually enjoy his comments, and the reason is because he and I can have complete disagreement on an issue, and it never gets ugly. We both are intelligent enough to back everything we say with fact, and if we happen to pop something up there that doesn't look right, the other one's going to call him out on it, and it's a good discussion. It's intelligent discourse. We are communicating. It's a dialogue. We talk back and forth. When the other one makes a good point, we concede it. Because, you know what? A good point's a good point. You may not agree with it, but that does not make it factually incorrect. You may want to discuss what that point means, but that gets into opinion, and that's okay. You know, we don't dispute fact. When you can prove something, you can prove something. And I guess what I'm thinking today is I wish there were more of that. What we see increasingly in the media, in politics, is the destruction of intelligent discourse. Instead of conversation, instead of dialogue, it's diatribe. It's monologue. It's, let me see if I can shout louder than you, because if I shout louder, then I must be right. And it's absolutely ridiculous. This is the week that the healthcare law was passed, whether you agree with it or not. Is that an issue for people to be throwing rocks through windows, posting people's home addresses online, and then when called on it say, well, I didn't tell anybody to do anything illegal, but they deserved it if they got it. What was the illegal act, by the way? Yeah, the address posted was the wrong address. It was the congressman's brother's address that got posted. And of course it was a Democratic congressman who voted for the healthcare bill. And the illegal act was that someone severed the propane line that went to his house. It went to a gas grill where he's got a big propane tank for heating. They severed that line, allowing gas to escape. Anybody in that vicinity could have sparked that. Most people don't know that propane is a low-lying gas, meaning that had somebody dropped a match, a lit cigarette, anything else in that area, that propane could have pooled and exploded. That's what's going on. That's not intelligent discourse. That's not how we change things. Somehow somebody has perverted the idea that you should fight for liberty into beat up the guy you don't agree with. That somehow the idea of democracy is only democracy if people vote the way you want them to. That when you have the votes, even if you had the votes and you got the law passed, you should be beaten for it, rather than doing it the right way, which is go out and get your own votes. Go out and get your people elected. Do what you need to do. And yeah, I blame politicians hugely for this. Why? Because they condone it. They do it. When people will stand up in the middle of the State of the Union as the president is speaking and yell, "Liar." When someone will attack a colleague for the way he voted on a bill by yelling, while on national TV, mind you, because this was an important vote and was covered by most of the news networks, will yell, "Baby killer." They're encouraging it. But more importantly, they're not discouraging the behavior at all. Oh, there's the mea culpas. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a heated moment. I shouldn't have said that. That was the excuse for the baby killer comment. It was the excuse for the liar comment, too. That, oh, it was the heat of the moment. They really, they just, were impassioned. Yeah, you know what? My 7-year-old is impassioned, and when she does something impulsive that is insulting or is wrong, I don't say, oh, well, she just was impassioned. I call her on it, and she's in trouble. And that's what should be happening with these people, but it's not. Not that the other side doesn't have, both of those people were on the right side of the aisle, the left side of the aisle. They do it too. But the problem is, when they do it, it seems to me that usually there's a pretty quick response that says, hey, whoa, that was wrong. He shouldn't have done that. And, we really feel he was inappropriate. What you get on the right side is, oh, well, yeah, he shouldn't have done it, but you can understand why. No, I can't. I can't understand why. So, I'm hoping we can return to intelligent discourse. I'm hoping that people can start elevating their conversation. Maybe it's a pipe dream. Maybe people want to have their baser instincts, their violent tendencies, their desire so vehemently to be right. They want that validated. I hope that's not the case. I hope we can return to discussing things as opposed to arguing them. That we can return to conversation and not ugly insult. I'm an optimist. I think it can happen. I'm hoping. Well, I hope you have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. You may get a report from me tomorrow. You never know. Stay tuned.